Yo, what's up, y'all? This is Jadis Creek, aka Jon Belcher. You see the title. What we're gonna be talking about in this video is fucked up record deals that a couple artists, as well as music groups, have signed in the past. And the reason why I'm sharing this with you is because you don't want to get signed to no record deal, no contract that have your ass trapped, have your ass broke with all the fame, yet you don't have no money to cover your bills. And this is something that a lot of artists, believe it or not, have experienced in this music industry, in this music game we like to talk about. You feel what I'm saying? uh by the way, I'm hungry right now, so a brother gotta eat, so I'm here with some food right here eating. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm hungry, but I want to do this video and get this off my chest. So the first group we're going to be talking about is a group of three women who was hot, famous in the 90s. They're best known for their hit record called Waterfalls. And the name of that group is TLC. TLC was a girl group of three girls, right? T-Boz, Left Eye, and Chili. Those are the three girls who was a part of this group in the 90s. And they had mad hit records, killing the fucking game. And I believe they were signed to a label called LaFace Records. LaFace Records was the label, and the owner of that label, if I'm not mistaken, I believe was Babyface. Now, they were signed to a fucked up contract. You know what I'm saying? And one of the worst things I'm sure that you could be signed to is a contract where you're not getting paid nowhere near what you're supposed to be getting paid. You know what I'm saying? They have your ass working like a Kunta Kente slave, making songs, making videos, showing up to performances, and yet and still you having a hard time paying your bills because you a famous person now. You can't just live amongst everybody else. You can't just be reachable. You can't just be seen in a local area that everybody else who's a normal person is living in, right? So you're going to have to pay more than the average person to live. This is just how it fucking works when you famous, when you want to be famous. And this is why I say a lot of times, especially now in this day and age, as time goes on, I see that it's gonna get to the point where record labels ain't even really gonna be needed. I see it's gonna get to the point where labels ain't really gonna be needed. Unless you wanna be on the radio 24/7. And, you know, other than that, when we talking financially and we talking about you having a gift, and you could build your own fans now. You could build your own fans now using the internet. You could build your own fans now using the technology that we have now. So why the fuck sign to a label? Independent may take longer. Independent may seem a bit more challenging, but in the long run, you're gonna benefit more than an artist who's getting bent over and fucked in the ass by the record label that they signed to. And fucked in the ass, that could be literally and that could be figuratively. You know, right now I got the phone on my face for the lighting because it's kind of dark on this side of the camera, right? But I'm about to show you a video clip of how a bad contract can happen. That's what I'm about to show you. This girl group, TLC, was signed to a bad record deal. And I don't want this to happen to you. I don't want this to happen to any artist out there. Right now, as we speak, there's up and coming artists right now as we speak who are signed and trapped into bad record deals when they're not being paid their just due. And it's a fucked up, it's a problem in the industry. And it's not a new problem. 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 It's a problem that's been here for years and years and years, for decades, since the start of the hip hop genre. Real quick, we're gonna go to this video clip. Hold on, let me get a little more food first. Mm-hmm. 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 300 to freedom. You already know what it is. You know what we do. So I'm gonna show you a video real quick. This is a video clip of Left Eye, TLC, and T-Boz when they won a Grammy. They all won 2 Grammys each in 1996, and this is the speech that they gave.
How you trying to say we're short, guys? You know. Hello, everybody. How y'all doing? Say hi, y'all. Say hey. All right. All right. Is everything going like you want? Is everything going like we want? The track of our career? No. I can say this. Everything's not going the way we so-called, quote-unquote, would want it to be or how it should be. But regardless, we're not going to let anybody hold us down. This proves it. And we've done good regardless to all the problems. We'll be going on tour. Your managers think they're going to be dirty boys. Okay, we're straight. We don't talk. You said your career is not exactly what you would have wanted it to be, but this proves it. What's not on? Step on it. I'll tell it. We're not going to sugarcoat anything anymore. We've been quiet long enough. Can I get an amen? Amen! All right. All right. Well, I'll put it to you this way. We are the biggest selling female group ever.
Biggest
10 million
selling
albums worldwide.
10 million albums.
Very hard. We have been in this business for 5 years. And we are broke as broke can be. And we're not like trying to be a sad story. If that was the case, we would have been on everybody's talk show talking about how broke we are. We haven't done that. I know it's hard to believe because we've sold so many albums, but it is possible. That's the deal here. So, and we're not happy at all. But for real, tonight, this is all we wanted. We wanted to win a Grammy, at least one, and we won 2. And that proves that we are the jam. Shirley, can you wait? Because I heard Bo Diddley on a TV show yesterday because the Legends of Rock thing is going on tomorrow, and he talked about how in the 50s that happened a lot. It's shocking that that's happening in the 90s. Right. It is shocking. It's still happening. I mean, we're examples right now. I mean, you don't understand the stress that we're under, and it's like to even find out that people are calling the academy talking about TLC's out of control and people who's supposed to have your back is very confusing. We don't understand that. It's like, dog, you know what? It's okay because God is on our side and He has blessed us, and we are thankful for everything thus far. And nothing to hold us down. Yeah.
Lisa. Hello, Lisa. Can you come up to the mic? Got 2 questions for you. 10 million albums. How can you be broke? And 2, what's coming up with Left Eye Productions?
Okay. How do you make it run? How do I do it? Make it run? Well, first of all, 10 million albums, and how can we be broke? It's kind of, I can't go into everything right now, but trust me, you can sell 10 million albums and be broke if you have greedy people behind you. Turn it around so you don't sell 10 million albums and not be broke. Stick together, learn from our mistakes, and just well, contracts and stuff is kind of hard to handle business when you're stuck in contracts that say certain things. And to me, what also helps is when you tell it. When you're sitting around and you're like being hush hush about it, nobody knows. Everybody's looking at the videos. They're looking at the success of the album, so they're thinking that you're on top of the world. And when you're quiet like that, no one knows. So that's why we're telling it. We're not telling it to get anybody in trouble or to make anybody mad at us. We're just being very honest and truthful and telling y'all the truth. So, and that's just how it is. And hopefully, it can stop because it is not 1950 anymore. It is 1996. Bye, y'all.
Imagine that. How the fuck you sell 10 million records, 10 million records, and you still broke? How? Like she said, greedy record company owners taking advantage of, exploiting, robbing young artists. Especially when you sign a record deal and you're not famous, you don't have no leverage, you don't have no fan base yet. A lot of these record companies, they feel like you don't deserve shit and they just look at you as someone that's gonna help them get richer and richer, and they don't even consider if you're gonna be able to pay your bills. They don't even consider your livelihood as an artist, as the creative, as the one making a product that's getting them rich. At what point are we gonna fucking wake up to what's going on? At what point we gonna wake up and say, all right, all that glitters ain't gold? At what point we gonna realize that the independent path, building your own organic fan base, is gonna be more beneficial to you in the long run? You get to sleep better at night. You get to keep your manhood. You get to keep your soul. There's benefits to taking the independent route. There's a lot of benefits to it. I'm about to show you another video. This video is going to be a video of Lisa Left Eye Lopez, who was a member of the girl group TLC, which I just showed you that first clip. This second clip, she's going to break down how you can sell 10 million records and still be broke, how it happens. She's going to explain it. Essentially, it's a bad contract deal.
Trust me, you can sell 10 million albums and be broke if you have greedy people behind you. All right. This is how a group can sell 10 million records and be broke. And everyone, get ready to do your math. When we first started out, we were kind of cocky. Okay, there are 100 points on the album. TLC had 7. Every point is equal to 8 cents. All right? 7 times 8, 56 cents. But as time went on, we learned a lot. That means every time an album gets sold, TLC gets 56 cents. So 10 million records, $5.6 million. Seems like a lot of money. Well, it's not a lot of money when the record company has spent $3 million to record your album. And in the record business, we pay all costs back to the record company. We pay recording costs, video costs. So now we have $2.6 million left. Well, guess what? When you have that much money, you're in about the 47, 48, 49% tax bracket. So that immediately gets deducted to $1.3 million. Then you split the rest 3 ways. You got about $300,000, if that much. Okay? $300,000. I can buy a nice house with that. And what am I going to pay my bills with?
Now, some of y'all be watching that video and y'all will say, yo, some of y'all would say, yo, she got $3 million, $300,000 each of them. What are they complaining about? That's not a lot of money. $300,000 for a Grammy-winning megastar group is not a lot of money. They can't live in a normal neighborhood. They can't live in a normal neighborhood. So it's not the same thing. They won a Grammy, sold 10 million records, and was still broke. Where did all the money go? So I say that to say this. Even though now I think things are worse when it comes to streaming and all that, back then at this time when they was doing a thing, there was no streaming platforms. There was albums, physical copies of albums being sold. But if you signed a bad contract from the beginning, it don't matter that you selling mad records, because the more records you sell, the less money you're gonna get, and the more richer the record company becomes. It all depends on what type of the deal that you signed in the beginning. And this is why I always say, make sure to like this video, by the way. Make sure to drop a comment below. Let me know your thoughts on this situation. But this is why I always say, make sure to subscribe, share this video with 5 people you know. Share this video with 5 people you know who you think need to see this information, because this is important. It's important to understand and see how many examples have we've seen in the music industry where people are being robbed by these big labels. This is why I always say in my videos, I always tell you, make sure you got your own lawyer when you're going to sign these contracts so that the lawyer could break things down to you and help create terms that are in your best interest as the artist. You are the creator of the product. You are the creator of the product. Artists, we the creator of the product. We the reason why these labels is getting richer. Why the fuck we gotta get pimped out? Why the fuck we gotta be a Kunta Kinte slave and get taken advantage of? For what? For what? For what? For what? So this last clip I'm gonna play real quick. This last clip right here, explaining further how this shit works.
Welcome to the Jaleesa Johnson Show. Like many 90s babies, I'm a big fan of TLC. Left Eye was basically my idol, and as a young girl, TLC as a whole had a huge impact on my life. So when I found out what happened to them behind the scenes, I was honestly a little heartbroken. Like many other artists, TLC fell victim to a 360 deal. And for those that don't know, a 360 deal is when a record label agrees to provide financial and other support for the artist, including direct advances as well as support in marketing, promotion, touring, and other areas. However, what many artists don't realize before signing is that it also entitles the label to a hand in all of their revenue sources. And on top of that, the artist will be charged from everything from their music videos to basically the air they breathe. Unfortunately, at the end of the day, a lot of these artists end up in debt to the record label, thus being forced to continue this exploitive cycle, which is exactly what happened to one of the biggest girl groups of the 90s, as it was illustrated in their biopic, Crazy Sexy Cool, the TLC story. And the more I heard their side of the story, the more I realized that this was another tragic tale of broke artist versus rich label. It's a story that's been told time and time again when young and eager artists get the fame, but not the fortune they were promised. I'll put it to you this way. We are the biggest selling female group ever.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Remember in my last video, I spoke about the 360 deal. They were signed to a 360 deal. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that. But this is a problem in the industry where there's no representation, there's no support. There's nobody in the music industry to put the artists on game. And these record labels take advantage of the fact that a lot of these artists are broke. When these artists come to get signed, they broke. They coming from the street a lot of time. They coming from situations where they have no home, maybe no parents, no guidance. And they looking at signing to the label as a ticket to their wealth. They're looking at that as a ticket to their freedom. But this is why on my channel I speak about the real fucking freedom, not that type of freedom where you think it's something that it's not. You could create your own freedom. You could create your own freedom, especially now. Especially now. But if you keep signing bad contract, if you sign a bad contract, it could lock you in for years. And you could get to the end of that term and realize that you in debt. You end up being worse off than when you first started. But the problem now is that you have a big name. The problem now is that you famous. The problem now is you can't go get a regular job. You can't go be amongst regular people without being harassed, without being questioned, without being, because people think you richer than you actually are. So the goal is, as us artists, especially independent artists, we got to come together. We got to get knowledge. Knowledge is the key. Knowledge is power. I don't know how people think I don't know how the fuck a motherfucker think they growing without getting any knowledge. If you ain't getting any knowledge every day and you ain't learning every day, your ass is dying. Point blank, period. If you ain't getting knowledge every day and learning every day, your ass is dying. You not growing, you dying. And they're not gonna teach you the business aspect to the music industry. The labels ain't not they're not gonna put you on to game on how they manipulating you, on how they're getting way more from your work than you are from your very own work. They're not gonna put you onto game about that. And there's been countless other artists. I'll do more videos in the future talking about other artists who are a part of bad record deals in the past and now. 300 to freedom. But yeah, it's an unfortunate thing that what happened to TLC. Real unfortunate because these songs is all over the radio. I remember growing up as a kid, seeing their videos on TV, watching their videos, loving their songs. My two older sisters always listening to TLC. TLC is one of them girl groups that will forever be remembered, forever legendary. Because their songs had a meaning, their songs had message, their songs had substance. And after all of those records sold, after all of that fame that they got, the superstardom that they were able to accomplish, they still were broke. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. That's robbery. That's robbery. That's fucking robbery. The label basically bent them over with no Vaseline. That's robbery. And all these artists now, their main goal is just getting signed to a record label. That's all they want. I just want to get signed. I want to get signed. I want to get signed because they want the fucking fame. They think that that's the answer to all their problems. Oh, I can't wait till I get signed. I can't wait to get signed. Or you can't wait to get raped? You can't wait to get raped in your ass? Is that what you're trying to say? Because unless you have the knowledge and understanding of how this music industry works, that's all you're going to do when you go up to that label and you don't got no fan base, you don't got no following, you don't have no type of organic engagement, and you think the record label is going to give you a fair term? You think the record label is going to say, all right, you know what, artists, we're going to give you 50-50 split. Whatever you earn, if you earn $1, well, we take 50 cents and you take 50 cents. You think that's how they're going to work out the contract? Hell fucking no. That's not how they're going to work out the contract. And this is the problem. This is the issue. That has to change. Again, how much times I got to say it? We the ones creating the product. We the ones making the music. We're the ones creating the income for the labels. Why are we undermining our power and ourselves? It don't make no fucking sense. It don't make no sense. What happened to TLC is a tragedy. That should never happen. That should never happen. Anyway, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Share this video again. Share this video with 5 people you know who needs to see this video, who needs to hear this information. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on this. As I'm expressing myself, you see I'm very passionate about this because I don't think it's right. I don't think it's right for the artist to get pimped out on such a level. But yeah, if you want to stream any of my music, all you got to do is go to any streaming platform and type in the name Jaydis Crete, Jaydis space Crete, Jaydis Crete. Search it on any music streaming platform and you'll be able to find my music. I want to hear your feedback. I want to hear what you think. I would appreciate that. I'm going to see y'all at the top. That's it. Love. Peace.